Okay, y'all, I've been trying to warn y'all since last year that this new system was getting ready to change into an AI machine learning system. I literally been saying it since I realized what was actually taking place once I discovered it on my own by going off platform, doing research about the company Google itself. Okay, so anywho, because everybody keep looking at numbers, they keep looking at subscribers, they keep looking at views. I wasn't reaching a lot of people. I wasn't reaching the people that I needed to. So I came up with a plan. Well, find people that have people looking at them. Let them know what's going on after you make a connection with them. And if they listen, then they'll get it out for you. My whole purpose of doing this was to get the information out. Okay, but as I'm learning, I'm also learning that this thing is way bigger than what I honestly think is even bigger than what Google probably expected it to be. And they themselves too are going through a severe learning curve because the system that they develop is way smarter than they realize. Okay, so anywho, once I realized about the dang metrics that was happening on this platform, and if you don't believe what I'm saying, go back and watch all my videos. I never deleted them. They're all there for you to see in chronological order, really. I even playlisted them so you can find it easy. So once this information started coming out, people could go back and look and say, hey, she's been trying to tell us the whole time. But of course, because I'm small, that will always play a major part in it. So because I was realizing what was happening, even when it was me, I started reaching out to larger platforms that were a little bit bigger than me. First, I went for the gusto and went for the bigger of which are inside the YouTube tips niche. And of course, I got pushed back to the back. Like, who are you? You basically just getting on here. You got absolutely no subscribers. Nobody ain't watching your views. Yeah, carry on. And if I wasn't getting knocked by the YouTuber, I was actually getting knocked by the fan base. Okay, get out of here, get out of here. So the only thing I really had to show was my growth because I'm applying this stuff to me. So I'm showing my growth. Well, go check this out. Go check that out. If you think I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so then people, the ones that would look, could see the growth that I was having and that I continue to have. Okay, so when that didn't work, I started going with smaller groups of larger people. Okay, I even explained this in a few videos back, a couple of times actually. Because I realized also with this new system, although everybody keeps talking about evergreen videos, if you're not tracking that data very intensely, what's actually happening is actually these videos are starting to die out faster than y'all realize, unless it got something about it that's still relevant to what's going on now. The only way somebody really is going to go back and look at this stuff is if you somehow become viral. That's where the viral really is important. And then they'll go back and try to learn as much as they can about you because now they're intrigued about you. But if that don't happen, 9 out of 10, they're not going to go back and watch the stuff, especially since the new system is constantly evolving, right? So that is another knock, right? So I started reaching out to content creators who were not mega huge, but had a huge following that I could connect with. Remember, I've told you this in past videos. If engagement was always the key. And everybody keeps talking about consistency is the number. No, it's not. It's engagement, actually. Because if you don't engage with your subscribers and with your community on your videos or go outside of them, basically you need to go outside of them in order to break through the AI algorithm, because everybody, I keep telling y'all, are in a box. We're all in a box. And the only way you're going to break outside of the box, and who's in the box? Okay, let me explain this. Who's in the box? You're in the box, all right? And all your subscribers are in the box with you when it comes to views, right? But outside of viewing on your videos, it's just you, all right? And everybody has their own box. But when subscribers attach themselves to you, now they're in your box as well. And they control your video with the AI algorithm. I made a video talking about your first line of defense is the subscribers. Y'all, I've been giving y'all this information like for the longest time now. Okay. So anywho, I started attaching myself to bigger yet smaller content creators, meaning they didn't have mega followings like millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, but they had thousands of followers. Now, one in particular that I really was trying to do this with was DoorDash originally, but then I started noticing she's taking stories from me. Like, what are you doing, chick? Okay, so I fell back on top of the fact I started finding out all this other stuff about her. So I kind of fell off from her, and I started doing my own thing. That's how, to be honest with y'all, when I disconnected myself from her, from just listening to all the hype and started really digging deep into what I was discovering and finding out, that's where my channel took the most growth, because I was no longer attached to a bunch of misleading information. I wasn't blinded by that anymore. I was out on my own searching for the real truth, okay, of this actual platform and where it was going. So what I did was, outside of her, because she basically done showed me she finna blow the whole thing, because she done let money got to her head, but she don't understand how the system works, and she's getting ready to hurt herself in the process. But you can't tell somebody something that think they got it all figured out, right? And even me, even with the information that I don't think I have it all figured out, because I have common sense to know, even though I know this little bit about it, it's changing. So as more people start coming into revelation of what's going on, when you connect yourself with the right-minded people, then you can all grow together. I've always said that, okay? But I know with me saying stuff that a lot of people aren't saying, it might come off as if, oh, she acts like she's a know-it-all. No, I'm not a know-it-all. I'm just the one that actually researched a lot of information. And I watch with a listening ear and a learning eye and a learning ear when I watch anybody. I don't scam through people's stuff. I don't put stuff on 2 times to listen to their stuff, to learn their stuff. I do that when I'm using their stuff, so that way I don't get a copyright claim, right? Because I have to alter their stuff. But when I'm looking at people's stuff, I am intensely looking at everybody's stuff and learning, which I explained in another video even before today, okay? So that way you don't think, oh no, she's just saying this. No, I've been saying this the whole time, right? Okay, so I attached myself after DoorDash, and then I started learning how to engage with the community, and a lot of that was learned from the larger platforms that was dealing in the old system. But since I realized that the new system was getting ready to come, I was taking some of the stuff that they was doing, but stuff I saw wasn't working, I threw it out, kept some of the stuff that they had, and continued to move forward. Well, that was to my benefit, okay? I then got in contact with, I made a connection with, I believe it was Gemini TV at the time, Gemini Reaction TV. And he took a notice to what I was saying. He was like, I want to hear more about this AI. He was the first person that wanted to listen and hear what I said. He had me on his live, and me and him started discussing the AI system. Of course, a couple of people, they was interested, but a lot of people, oh, this girl probably don't know what she's talking about, and they was falling out. But me and him, we stayed on that phone for a long time, and he too was working with me, and we was trying to put our minds together. That's where the whole meeting of the mind thing came from. On my platform, where you see my playlist says Meeting of the Minds, because it was supposed to be a connection of like-minded YouTubers who really wanted success on this platform and that didn't know about the new information. I could help them and provide that new information for them for free, and we could grow together. That was the whole concept behind Meeting of the Mind. But something happened and started noticing where he failed off. Well, later I found out, okay, Carter kind of got to him with his exposure videos, and maybe that's kind of where he kind of backed off from a lot of stuff. Y'all got to be honest on this platform, like, because if people start finding out about stuff, I don't know if this stuff is true or not, because I ain't dig too deep, and really I didn't want to know, because I kind of had a level of respect for the man. But if you got some deep, dark secrets going on. Once you get eyes on you, those revelations are going to come to light. You can't hide that. So might as well just be honest with folks, okay? So, that kind of dwindled off, but I'm not one person just to stick with one person. I'm talking to multiple people, because the more people I can connect to that is way larger than me, the easier it will be to get out the information to the people. That's my whole thing. Make connections to get information out for those who want it. I've been saying this the whole time, right? So after Gemini, I was constantly putting myself in connection with other people as well, such as, now I really did try Ringo TV at once, but I can't resonate with his whole character. Like, he got some truth to him, but it's something about him that just don't sit well with me, and I ain't got time to be focusing on that. I got to keep moving, because my goal is to get this information out to help others while I grow my channel as well. So that would have put too much of a stump on what I was doing. Then there was Skinny TV. I watched him. But then, like I said in the previous video, I started noticing, like, there's kind of like cliques within the system where a lot of people kind of band together. So as I'm seeing that happening for the cause I do not want to be in, I backed away from quite a few of them. Then I attached myself. That's around that time I think I had attached myself to Auntie Mickey. Very well informed about the system. She is someone who's listening, but she too have her issues when it comes to this platform, with people trying to discredit stuff that she says and does and stuff. But here's the thing, y'all. Once you see it and your eyes are open to it, you can't unsee it, right? And you know, I go on her lives. I got caught up on all the games and stuff, but you know, that kind of slowed me up a little bit. But still, I enjoyed myself. At some point, I got to pull myself away from this and have fun. All right. So Auntie Mickey became more of a relationship, like a big sister relationship, more so than me trying to get information out. You know, and then that's the type of relationship I enjoy having with her. So outside of her, I attached myself to Live School. Live School is a larger platform. He ain't a humongous platform, but he's a huge platform. Of course, I made a video what happened in that. Of course, just like everybody else, I don't know what I'm talking about. Try to majorly embarrass me on his platform. So did his fans, so I had to shut him up. And then he unblocked me. A lot of people seem to think he didn't block me. Oh, yes, he blocked me. There was nothing that I said on those videos that should have triggered a block or anything, because I knew not to do that, because that's what those bots are there for. But he did unblock me after I made the video exposing what was going on. But by that time, in my mind, I'm sick of this at this point, okay? Move on. So let me go back to finding other people who are larger. Around that time, that's when Dante started blowing up. So I tried to go through him, but I was trying to learn his character before just throwing myself out there. So where I saw he was going wrong, I kept replying to him saying, hey, stop, refocus. It ain't about that. You know, you got something good here. Trying to show him about the waves and what had happened. In fact, I did a whole bunch of series gearing into the wave, when you catch it, what happened, so that if he was watching, since he liked to copy and paste everything, then maybe he can catch a clue to what I was saying, and then I can revisit this until I, of course, learn his integrity as a person. Okay, so he was more like a wild card that I like his content at this point, but trying to get information out, no, because he got the big head and it's all about him. I ain't got time for that, because I ain't got time to be working with people's big old behind egos. So move on. All right. I also attached myself to syndicated TV. Okay, so that's why you're wondering why I'm watching you so closely. That's why, because I see what you're doing. I see you have a major effect on people, and if I can get this information to you the correct way, then you could be somebody who get the information out to the people to help them, if you really wanted to help them, right? Ran into that whole little issue when he tried to defend Kimmy. Okay, so had to explain that. But it is what it is. You're not going to find your people immediately. This process takes a long time, but unfortunately, the system works a whole lot faster than my process is taking. Okay, but I'm still learning the information that I'm learning. Well, it brings us to today. And who goes and make a video today? Now, mind you, he done made other videos off of stuff I had done said that nobody was actually talking about, which I kind of find it strange with him, because a big chunk of the information that got me on my journey was him. It was his videos, because he had this particular person on his podcast where he was talking about the AI system and how it was going to take over all the platforms. Okay, and from his video, I started doing my research, and I'm like, but it seemed like they're trying to shut this man up and cut him off or whatever. I don't know. Part of me think like some of these channels are associated or affiliated with YouTube themselves to kind of do like damage control. I don't know. I'm just saying what I think. I don't know that to be fact with him, but that's the way it's starting to appear. Right? Because it was his particular video that had me looking out for other stuff, because I picked up on things that his viewers were saying. A lot of his podcasters were saying. They were saying, don't niche down. They were saying everything against what the tradition was saying. But of course, he would double back and he would say why not? He didn't think that was right. Okay. But the people are telling you something that they obviously have been looking at and studying. But of course, when you're not the majority, if you're saying isn't the majority, you're going to get discredited. I don't care who you are. Okay, they'll play it off, but you get discredited. Well, anyway, lo and behold, who goes and make a video today? The same man that kind of gave me the idea to go look outside the platform. Think Media. And guess what he's talking about, y'all? He's talking about the AI system, and that the first thing came out of his mouth was YouTube has changed. Once I watched this video, and I didn't watch the whole video because I know now how to skim through his stuff to find exactly what I want. I really did want to go back to live school and say, well, do you believe me now? Now, are you going to listen to me since your higher up compadre is now saying the same thing I said last year? But anywho, let's get past that. I mean, that's probably my little hang up that I have, because nobody wants to listen to you because they feel like since you're small, you don't know what you're talking about. And because you're watching stuff that they're not watching and they want to be the ones to say whatever it is, they're going to discredit you. So, wow, they can make it seem like I'm the one who said it. But anywho, I guess I got to get past that because that's just how this platform is. He makes a video, and the first thing that came out of his mouth before he said anything about what his title was talking about, he says, YouTube has changed. It is true. YouTube has changed. Okay. And then he goes into his whole spiel, which I'm going to put a clip on here just to show you the title so you can go watch the video for yourself. Okay. Now you might want to watch the whole video so that way you can get a full concept, and then go back and watch my videos last year and see if it's not saying the same exact thing. All right. All right. So now he's telling the same exact thing later on towards the end of the video, because he's doing how the old system say, kind of leave suspense until the end, so that way they can stay locked in. He says about the SEOs. A lot of people around here hanging up on the SEO system. I kept telling y'all that does not work. You can search engine all you want to. If you're not directing the system the way it is, it's not going to work for you. Right? It's not. That's why I made a video about a couple of months ago talking about this. SEOs don't work. Even matter of fact, somebody had said something on my comments saying I can SEO something for you. Okay, I done SEO for myself, and I know what it is. It doesn't work, so thank you, but no thank you. Right? Anyway, now, but the way he presented, and I guess maybe that is true, because I even said the same thing about Ringo. It's his delivery. So maybe he could in turn present it to people better than what I can, because he has a lot more technical knowledge of how the system worked in the past. Once he learned what he learns today, he can formulate it and throw little things in between to make it seem more engaging to those. Now, okay, I'm not that savvy yet. You can tell by my videos. I'm not real tech savvy when it comes to editing and all that great stuff. But my information is the same, okay? So that's probably what a disconnect is with me, with my people getting my information out for those that don't want to listen. But anywho, he talks about the search engine optimization doesn't work. He talks about AI. The new system is AI driven, and has a machine learning mechanism on it. And he's telling you how to go about doing it. Well, Clearly, he must have missed the part where I was talking about don't put it on the internet. Don't put it on your videos. If you're going to get this information out to people in order to help them, you're going to have to learn a way to do it without putting it all on the internet. And I'm talking about not going through Google, not going through YouTube. Make your speech to the people, and then off platform, let them know the information. That way, the system don't realize that you're learning what they're saying. And even by me making this video, it's learning everything I'm saying. It's literally reading everything I'm saying, from my transcripts to my titles, the system. So I told you in a previous video, you have to learn how to talk to the AI system while still talking to the people, okay? But like I said, it could solely just be he just know how to present it better than I do. And I will give him that because he's been doing this longer than me. That's the whole reason why I keep trying to attach myself to people that have been on this platform for a minute, or either who have a large following that may listen. Okay? Y'all, the truth of the matter is this system is so fast that even the information that I shared months ago that now everybody's starting to catch on now, and I got some more information that I'm learning, but because I know not to put it on this freaking system, I refuse to do so. I made a video about making a pamphlet or a series, so to speak, in order to get it out to the people. And I was saying, I don't know how much I'm going to charge for it. At one point I was like, okay, maybe like $5, $10, I don't know. I even thought maybe $1. Maybe if I do it at $1, a whole bunch of people. The purpose of it isn't to really make a profit, but to get the information out. But my downfall on doing that is once a person purchases the information, they can do whatever they want with it. And if they put it on the system, y'all, please get this key component. If you put it on this system and it get read by the AI system, it's going to get altered and changed by that same AI system. That's why everything is evolving so fast. That's why people are getting so frustrated that they're quitting and leaving this platform, because they can't keep up with all the changes that are happening. And like I said it earlier in the video, I don't even think they can, to be honest with you. I think they created a beast they didn't realize they was creating. As always, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. As always, be your brothers and sisters keeper. Keep God first. Hope this resonates with people and they can finally hear what I'm saying. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Toodles.